Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. Good morning, good morning. Woo. Today, Troy-Bilt Bronco. I just got done working on a pony yesterday. Yep. As soon as the blades come in for it, I can finish that video. But today we're going to be working on this one. Customer said that it has been sitting for about 7 or 8 months. They've been out of town for work. So now they want to start using it again, I guess, to mulch leaves. So we're going to go through this thing and see what's going on with it, give it a good service and get it back in service. I put the battery charger on it last night, overnight, 2 amp trickly charge. That battery's only about a year and a half old. Let me get the tester. We'll test that battery. See if that battery's any good. Oh yeah, well over 12, almost 13 volts. Oh yeah, I got high hopes for that battery. That's good. That's good, that's good. Okay. I gotta check the brakes on this thing too. Coming down that hill right there, I had to slap it in reverse to get to stop. I had some good speed. Picked up and I come through here. I hit that threshold. I was going awful fast. I had to, no brakes at all. Hope it didn't hurt the transmission. This one has got the Kohler Courage 18 single cylinder. Yay! All right, let's get this hood off this thing. We're gonna give it a good service. I gotta check the blades too. I think the blades are bent or something. Let's check the oil. It's dark and it's nasty, but it's full. Yep. She just needs a good servicing. Let's get the hood off. Oh God. That bulb's blowed. It looks burnt. Here, let's get this out of here. Another pecan in the floor. Okay, let's see here. Put it in neutral. Set the parking brake. Uh-oh, no key. Well, it looks like they've been using a screwdriver. Ew. I'm gonna dig a key out of here. Dig a key out of here. Dig a key, dig a key. Do I have a key? Yep, there's one. Can't have my key. All right, the headlights are on. That's a good sign. Put these headlight bulbs in there like that. Now let's see if she'll crank and run. Check the fuel. Yep, that tank is completely dry. Completely dry. They mentioned something about a fuel leak. So we'll have to figure that out. Well, y'all hang with. I'm gonna look for a fuel leak. I'm gonna put some fuel. Well, I'll tell you what, let me just do that now. Let's put some fuel in it and see where we can see it leaking from. You know what's gonna need a good carb cleaning? I need to find somebody that knows how to clean carburetors. Yeah. I'm not gonna put a lot in it. All right, let's raise it up in the air and see if we can find a fuel leak. That fuel level's right about there. Put the cap back on it. Looks like it's been wet right there. I wonder if this fuel filter's leaking. Well, it ain't got no clamps on it. On the shutoff valve. Grab a flashlight. I don't see it leaking from the bottom of the fuel tank. Everything looks nice and dry. I don't like the looks of that. All that dust and stuff stuck around that where that top of the engine bolts. It tells me there's an oil leak. I'm gonna have to pull this cover off and check them bolts on this bucket engine. Well, let's get this air filter off. Oh, there it is. There's the fuel leak right out of the carburetor. Yep. Well, there's a problem. Dirty carburetor. Okay, we'll turn the fuel off. See if that stops it. Yeah, I was hoping the fuel leak was coming out of here somewhere, but it's not. It's coming out of here, running down. Yep. Gonna be a carburetor cleaner. Let's get this cover pulled off. It's gonna be an 8mm. Let me raise the camera. Raise the camera. Okay, let's see. Take the dipstick off, take these bolts out, take that one out, take this one out. This one actually holds the air filter housing. Should be only 4 screws holding that, shoulder bolts holding that cover on. Very easy to work on. I have to get an extension right there so I can get to that one. Okay, let's check for a rat's nest. Nope, nice and clean. Good. These are the bolts you need to check all the way around, because the seam, here's the seam way up here. These things have a tendency of working themselves loose. Let me grab my, I believe that is a 10mm. Let me just grab a few of them here, make sure they're tight. Feels tight. Feels tight. I guess that oil leak, well, I call it an oil leak. It's not. It's the governor shaft seal. Got a little drippage going on. No big deal. No big deal. What do I do with my impact wrench? Okay. I'll start pulling this cover off. I have a 10mm. Let's see, we have to pull this one out. And be very, very gentle with this Kohler style. I'll show you. Pull that hose out, crankcase hose. It's so easy to crack this plastic right here because this is just a carriage bolt. It just sits behind that plastic, and if you tighten it too tight, you'll bust it. It's designed so you can tilt it and pull it off this stud. So I've seen them, people not really knowing it, is to run that impact down and tighten that nut. Huh. Somebody's had this taken apart before. Look at there. They've got the solenoid unplugged. The solenoid's unplugged. The ground is not hooked up. It goes there. Huh. Why? Have they ground that solenoid off? Let's find out what they have done. Somebody's been monkeying with it. Look there, that's not supposed to do that. Where's that throttle? There we go, relax that thing a little bit. Take that off. That is not supposed to be like that. What have they done here? That will allow you to twist this just so to get the carburetor off. Remember, that goes in the back hole. Look there, that spring's on upside down. Maya, what have we walked into here? What have we walked into? See how that goes in there like that? I see this just busted all the time. Everything seems to be intact. Let's get over here and get this carburetor taken apart. I want to see why they have got that solenoid bypassed. Grab my pan, carburetor cleaning pan. Carburetor cleaning pan. That should be a, what, a 13 or a 12? I think it's a 12. Nope, it's a 13. Trying not to hurt that gasket right there. Why do they have, yep, somebody ground that solenoid off. Sure did, look how nasty that is. Goodness gracious. Wow, yeah. Look at that. And the gasket's ruined. Wasn't leaking out of there though, but it's gonna have to be replaced. Look at that. Nasty little carburetor. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay, propel. That's a little better. It's kind of hard to see in there, but yeah, she's nasty. She's nasty. We may just be replacing this carburetor. Yeah. Okay. Give it a cleaning. Got good flow there. Grab a Q-tip. See if I can get that seat shiny and clean again, so this thing will seal properly. Yuck. Yeah, she's all pretty and clean now. Clean out from around here a little bit. Well, all we can do is put it back together and see. I've got to clean this bowl seal up. Look at that, that thing is just rotten. Rotten. Okay, let me hit pause. I'm gonna go find another gasket for that bowl. All right, another gasket. I found another bowl over there too. This bowl is pretty clean. I am gonna use that one instead of this nasty thing. Yeah. I'm gonna use this nut right here too instead of that solenoid. Yep. That's what we'll do. All right. Let's go back over here to the tractor, put this back on temporarily. All right, temporarily, I just want to stick this on and turn the fuel back on, see if it's going to seal. And we'll just give that a minute to see if it fills the bowl and doesn't leak. Bleed-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Bleed-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. It's perfectly dry. So far so good, but it won't take just another minute or so to fill. Let me hit pause. I don't want to make y'all watch. We'll see, and we'll come back in a few minutes. One thing I need to do real quick. Let's grab a 1/2" wrench. See, right now the parking brake is set. But the brakes ain't activating. So what we'll do is come around hither. Come around here, turn the light on. We're going to adjust this brake caliper. And let's see if there's a way I can stick the camera in there and show you. There's your brake caliper. And you've got an adjusting nut, that little nylock nut right there in the middle. So what I'll do, take my wrench, give it a couple of turns. You don't want to get it too tight. Now, that gives us. A little bit more. There. Make sure that's not too tight. Okay, she rolls good. And she stops good. Okay. Perfect. And that's how you adjust the brakes on most garden tractors. What kind of transmission does this one have? Can't really tell. It's just it's not a hydrostatic at all. It's just got that very drive like it's just a forward, reverse, and neutral gear in that transmission. That's all it is. It's just a sealed, greased transmission. Well, at least we got a little warm now, so we can go ahead and change the oil. Yep. I need to check these blades too. I don't know why that parking brake come unset. It's set now. You saw it die and it wouldn't run off the spray because you wouldn't sit in the seat. If the parking brake's off, it'll kill the spook to it. Oh, look at them pretty trucks right there. Okay. Whew. Let's check these blades. Let me lower the camera. Getting a big head down there. Yeah, this one's bent on this side. This one on this side is bent pert to good. So we'll have to get a new set of blades. The blade on this side is upside down, that's why it's bent. Yup. Stick the camera down there and let you see if you can get your eyeballs on it. See right here. This blade's upside down and the high lift caught the ground. Right there. That's because it's upside down. So here's a sharp edge right here. Seems to run pretty good. Really, it does. The tires seem to be holding air really well. It's been sitting there for 24 hours. Okay. Just a basic service and a set of blades for some money. I'm gonna let it cool off just a little bit before I start draining that oil. I don't want it so hot, it burns my mighty back. Well, I gotta take the dipstick off. Yeah, I just heard the story on the radio talking about Joe Walsh. That's why that song stuck in my head. They were talking about back when he was with what was that band he was with before he went solo? Something Gang, I forget. But talking about how he was the only contributing member of the whole band is the reason he went solo, and he was Colorado Gang. I think that's what it is. But anyway, he got up and even in the summertime, he saw the Whitecaps on the Rocky Mountains. That's how he come up with that song, Rocky Mountain Way, I think it is. He knew then that he was going to be successful solo. He wrote that song just from looking out his hotel room and seeing the Whitecaps on the mountains. He knew then all would be right with the world. Lawnmower repair and educational video. Okay, Well, I should have pulled that spark plug out before I put that cover back on there. Now I gotta reach way in there for it. Let's deal with that. Love that tool. Oh, Lord, Lord. Just get this pan done in there somehow or another. I don't know why they would put this on there without clamps. It's kind of dangerous. But I can tell by the looks of the tractor, they keep this thing outside anyway, so. Yep, if you stick us on too far, it'll grab them barbs on that filter. There you go. Just like that. Ooh, best thing since sliced cheese. Oh, and I just kicked the camera. This is actually a door panel clip for taking door panels off cars. Ah, 25050, 21. Fuel filter. Let's grab a new fuel filter. Rocky Mountain Rain. Use a better filter. 24-050-13. Actually, I like using, if I have another one, I think I'm out now. I need to order some more. Yeah, I'm out of those. Ooh, I'm out of fuel filters. I like using the aftermarket style because they're a little bit bigger. But this will work just fine. You see my hand jump just then. I thought I burnt myself. Okay, now we're going to cut some of this back. No, we can push that back. Grab a couple of clamps. Rocky Mountain Rain. Rocky Mountain boy. Can't reach it. Okay, let's see. Turn that off, get this clamp out of there. All right, barely spilt a drop. Let's see, what did I do with that new air filter? I stuck it somewhere. Yep, there it is, way up there on top of that shelf. I gotta get my grabber. Gotta get my grabbers and reach this air filter. Don't know why I stuck it up there. I just drop it everywhere. Pile new air filter. one is a 2008302. And these things can be kind of aggravating to get on. Especially when they're deformed. They've been tossed into a bag. Just make sure she's on properly. Make sure I don't have this one cross-threaded. Looks like this one was cross-threaded, but I guess it was. Yeah. It's tight. All right. Now we'll drain the Earl and turn the fuel back on. Yeah, we got that much fuel in it. That should be plenty. Is it filling the filter up yet? Yeah, well, when we crank it, it'll pull it right on. This is going to drain fast because it's hot. Had about 4 good pumps on there. Oh yeah, she's draining nicely. How tight is that filter? Golly, look at there, it's already slurping. Already slurped it dry. Put it back in the little hook right there that finished draining on into the tank. Get this oil filter off of there. We're gonna make a mess. Let me grab a little pan. My favorite oil draining bucket. Squeeze that in there somehow or another. Yeah. Grab my little Powerade bottle, that'll work. Looks like that gasket's trying to stick to the base. Ooh, what a mess. Let me set this oil filter on top of this drain, this jug over here, and let it be draining. Okay. You gotta have a keen eye when you do this. That's stuck. That ain't good. Now let's grab another oil flitter. $12.50.01. 12.50.01. Oily, oily hands. Glub, 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 glub. Thirsty little oil filter. Bloop, bloop. Good enough, good enough. Yeah, if it's a vertical filter like that, I always like to fill them up. Even if it's a slight angle, I can still pre-fill them. Grab me a fresh rag, I got oily hands. Not too awful tight, but tight enough. I do like my filters a little on the tight side. Okay, where'd my funnel go? This thing ought to hold near 2 quarts. Already got a bunch of it in the filter. Bunch of it in the filter. We'll let that do some settling and check where it is here in a minute. Is this thing cooled down at all yet? Can I get my fingers in there? Oh yeah. Let that be settling down. We'll reach in there and get that sprue plug. I got oil all over the camera. It's up against that boot right there and it ain't wanting to let me turn it. And my hands are oily. So I will just go around and around with this. Yeah, you can see it's been running kind of rich. Yep. Grab a new spark plug. Let's see, make sure it's on 30. Good enough. Get this boot back out of the way there. I can get a good go at it. RC12YC. Oh boy. Reach in there and get that boot. Put that boot on there, get your finger in there and feel it. Click. Yep, it's on there, good. All right, we'll come back over here See where we're at on the dipper stick. Might have put too much in it. Yeah, I think we might have. It's way up there. A little much in it. We might have to suck some of that out. That ain't good. Especially on a bucket engine. Let me crank it over and see if any more is going to settle into that oil filter. All right, parking brake set. Battery's getting weak. To me, it still ain't running just exactly perfect, but it is a Kohler Courage. Yep, fuel filter filled up good. See where we're at. Yeah, we're a little over full. I don't like that. I'm gonna suck some of that out. You know me, I love putting too much oil in stuff. I hate wasting oil, but I'll do it. Down the drain. Sling it everywhere. I don't mind being a touch over the full line, but oh, that's good. Yeah, we're just a little over. I believe that'll be fine. Yep, just a touch. Just a bit outside, as Ken would say. Okay, I got a spark plug, fuel filter, changed the oil filter, new air filter. Got a new set of blades we're going to slap on it. And let's see here. What melted that zip out of that right there? Still smell it. Okay, we're so far looking pretty good, and all the tires are still holding air pretty good. Okay. Okay, let's get her down, back her off the table, and put the blades back on it. Y'all hang with. I'm gonna let this camera charge and cool off too. Boys and girls, there she is. All nice and, well, she's as clean as she's gonna get. Got it all put back together. I was able to clean that carburetor. Got it all buttoned up, put back together, serviced up. Now that fella can cut his grass again. Like I said, that thing's been sitting for 7, 8 months. Anyhow, there's another one down. I've said it once and I'll say it every day. It's weird how I get run on certain things. Yesterday, I had to run on echo. But this week has just been tractors. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. Tractors. Hey, I can't complain. I'm blessed with a lot of work. You know what I mean? Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another video. I got a lot of editing to do in this one. Ooh, it's gonna be another 3-hour feature film. Love y'all, love each other, love me. I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be good, be good.